Welcome to Movies and Munchies. I'm Billionna Reyes.
And I'm Lauren Craig.
And today's movie is Outside the Wire. It is on Netflix and it stars Anthony Mackie, who is also in the Avengers, and he plays Hawk. And it's about this drone pilot that goes rogue and other weird stuff.
And our munchie for today is Andean Dream Quinoa product. This is the quinoa cookies coconut, and it's gluten-free and it's vegan. The serving size of these is 2 cookies. There's 150 calories, 7 grams of fat, which fat is actually good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Healthy fat, which you get that from the coconut.
Yes.
Carbs 20 grams. Total sugars 5 grams. That's pretty good. 1 gram of protein.
I'm happy you picked this because I love coconut. Like that.
Oh,
if you were to put coconut on any of our Movies and Munchies, it goes up a point.
Awesome.
But we shall see because these are vegan and we don't know how vegan tastes.
Oh, they come in these little individually wrapped packages.
Oh.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
For
That's pretty
one
nice.
cookie though.
I do love that because it's a good grab and go.
Yeah.
Little dessert. Okay, this is what they look like.
It's brown. I'm using the brown palette today.
I see the coconut pieces on it. That's pretty cool. It looks like it has a nice texture to it.
It does. It smells. It doesn't really have a smell. Okay, let's try it.
That's right. Crumbs everywhere. I like these. These are really good.
These are pretty good. It kind of reminds me of like the coconut chips, but with something else added, like graham cracker. But it's not graham cracker. Like, you ever had like the toasted coconuts just by itself, or like just regular coconut shreds?
Yeah.
It kind of is like that.
Yeah, it has a really good coconut flavor, and it has a really nice, crispy, almost airy texture to it.
Imagine this with milk. This is a great choice.
This is a great choice. I did not know what to expect. I'm not a huge coconut person. They also had like a chocolate chip flavor, but I wanted to do something a little different because I'm all about the chocolate chip cookie. So what would Lauren not do? Let me try that.
I like this, Lauren. What would Lauren not do?
Yeah. There's also, they fall apart a lot.
Yeah.
So just beware.
Fair
that,
warning.
you know, you might have to vacuum your floors.
Your mouth does get a little, like, you know when it's like there's so much in your mouth. What's that word? I don't know the word. Like when the cookie is like so dry.
Oh.
And it gets stuck in your mouth. Lauren, get your head out of the gutter.
I know what you mean. It makes your mouth kind of dry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like my mouth is particularly overly dry.
Oh, maybe I just have cotton mouth right now. I would rate this a 5. Like, I feel like this is really good. It's really healthy. I love coconut. If you love coconut, I recommend this. And it would taste even better. Like, it would be a 10 if you added milk. What about you?
5 also. Love these. They're so good. I will definitely buy more of this brand things. I don't mind the individual packaging.
Oh.
Because if you're trying to be like
Healthy.
I'm trying to be healthy, whatever, maybe you're trying to lose weight or something. And 1 cookie, people, is only like 75 calories. That's pretty good for a cookie.
A healthy cookie?
It's hard to find cookies, like pre-made cookies that do not have dairy in them. So I was like, hey, vegan, I'm covered. Am I hurting my teeth?
No. Is that anything mine?
No, you're good.
I like this check. Okay. Hair check, makeup check.
Yeah, looks good.
Thank you.
All right,
You look
like
great.
a dream.
Okay, my first question for you for Outside the Wire is, were you confused as to if he was a robot or not?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was super confused. I was like, is he half human, half robot, full robot, like one arm's a robot?
Same thought, and I was like, am I dumb for not understanding this? So I'm glad you had the same question, because I thought, you know, it's in the future, it was like 2036 was the year, and I was like, okay, maybe this guy was like a soldier and then he got like injured, like killed, or not killed because he was alive, but maybe he got like
Injured brutally.
Brutally injured, and they replaced his body with machine.
I know. know, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
But then he went. I still don't even know. I don't know if he's full robot. He is full robot because when they were shooting him, someone would have died.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so he was full robot.
He was, but it took me a while to get there.
Yeah, it took me towards the end to finally, until he got shot. Then I'm like, oh, okay, he's full robot.
I figured it out before that because he explained it like earlier on, like after he first saw him, after that conversation. I think it was like they were in the car driving and talking, and that's when he was like explaining how he came to be. Or no, it was before they got in the car. Because remember, after he found out he was a robot, they went outside and those guys were like hitting that.
Oh, the robots.
Grumps or whatever.
Yeah, the ones that actually look like robots.
Yeah. My first question for you is, at the beginning of the movie, the whole reason that this guy, what was the character's name?
Harp.
Yes. The whole reason that Harp was even in this situation, originally he is a drone pilot. Like he's out of the action, he just flies a drone, but he is still like bombing things. So he's kind of disconnected
from like physically.
Right. Yeah. But then he got in trouble, so they sent him there to see what it's really like to be boots on the ground. At the beginning of the movie, he made this decision where he decided to shoot this enemy truck that had approached. There were two of the U.S. soldiers right next to it, but he was thinking the truck, if they waited any longer, would kill the other 40 full squad of U.S. Marines. And they were telling him, do not shoot, do not shoot, we need to get our men out of there. And he's like, he decided to disobey direct orders and shoot and explode the truck that was a threat, which killed 2 of the soldiers, but he justified it as I saved 30. Yeah. So do you think he made the right call there?
Ooh, that's a tough one, Lauren. Harp is less of a rank than the lieutenant or the colonel or whoever's on the ground, then yes, if he was higher than him. But since it didn't seem like he was higher, he didn't have that right, especially because like drones are supposed to just be observing stuff and not really bombing unless it's like something really, 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 really bad.
Right.
And this was, I mean, it's still bad for 40 soldiers compared to like 2, but the person on the ground, I would think, should have the more say so, because they're there, they could evaluate the situation.
He's just like kind of nonchalantly like 3, 2, 1, boom, and then everyone's like, dude, what you know, fuck? Which in the military, that's a big deal.
A big
if you
deal.
Disobey direct in like
you go to the brig.
It was crazy.
Okay, so my question for you is, what did you think about Harp's character in the beginning, and did you think it was so unrealistic for him not to engage in any like physical contact or like shooting?
Yeah, I at the beginning did not really like his character because he kind of seemed like he didn't really care. Like he was just very, I mean, like the whole time he's flying that drone and like he killed those people, he was like sitting there eating gummy bears, like he was like watching TV, and I'm like, okay, something wrong with him. Yeah, why aren't you more concerned? Like you just killed 2 people, you know.
People are stupid, habitual and lazy. Their emotions lead to mistakes.
I didn't think it was really unrealistic because I think there are people out there that are kind of nonchalant like that. Like they can't put themselves in other people's shoes. But I understand why they sent him to do boots on the ground stuff, because it's kind of like, okay, maybe that's why he was desensitized, because he's never
exposed to it.
Yeah, he's always so removed.
I'm on the opposite side of this. I thought it was super unrealistic, especially because with anything, like I feel like if you take a human life, it's gonna affect you, whether it's like you like avoiding the topic or you like not discussing it, you'll find a way to not talk about it. It kind of showed it where like he got out of there and he was like frustrated. But I would think it would be like a lot more about, instead of like just eating a gummy bear, like But I understand there are people like that. I think it was really unrealistic how he would go into like on the ground and he wouldn't like hurt anyone. Like he wouldn't like use his like fighting skills, or he wouldn't shoot someone. The robot did everything. Like Like he could literally carry him, throw him aside, and he would just be watching. And I was like, I don't understand. And he didn't even know he was like a full robot during those scenes. So I'm like,
and he really didn't get any training. He just like went straight from drone. They show him in the rain, like saluting. He's like, oh man, it's real now. Here I am. So I understand him being like frozen in fear, because like if I went from 0 to like I'm outside getting shot at and all these people are dying, I would probably be like, I'm not moving, you know, no way. I also feel like he would have been dead.
Way, but like, way. Yeah, beginning of the first fight.
He would have got shot.
Yeah.
So at the end of the movie, he is trying to stop the robot guy who had gone rogue from launching a missile that would like destroy a large part of the United States. Yeah. He was talking on his line with his higher up, and they were like, okay, as soon as you see him, let us know where he is so we can like shoot the missile or whatever. He finds him, and they're like, come in, come in. And instead of calling it in immediately, he decides to go up on this whole thing on his own when he has like less than 5 minutes before this missile launches and kills all of the United States. And what if while he was talking to him, he dies and then he can't call it in?
This seems like it really upset you.
It did. So my question for you is, do you think it was dumb of him to not just call it in immediately?
Yes, he should have called it right when he saw him, because like you said, like if he got shot, we're all screwed. Like no one could stop him. That was a long monologue too.
I should have timed it to see if it really was 5 minutes. I think that was longer than 5 minutes. But I was like, this is such a Hollywood like ending. In real life, they would have just called it in and then ran away.
Yeah.
Boom. But instead, you gotta come down to the last few seconds, of course,
and taunt him.
Yeah. And be like, how dare you think of all the people.
My last question for you is, did you expect the robot to go crazy?
No.
I didn't either! I thought it was gonna be like a good guy throughout the whole movie.
I thought it was gonna be a cut and dry, we're gonna save the world. This is already a pretty big mission, so I thought it was just gonna be that.
Like you could work with the robot and like people could coexist with them, and like, they're really good for the military because then real people won't have to be like shot and everything. But no, it went the other way.
That really caught me off guard. That's why I was like very impressed with this twist. Then when he was explaining all of his decisions and why he used him and that all the blame was gonna go on him.
Says the man that killed 2 to save 38. Can you kill 1,000,000? I'll save 100 million.
I like whenever they don't give a twist away. I had no idea it was coming, and it was like a nice ending.
Yeah, I agree. I was like really thinking about how the robot, I guess, developed, about like how he saw what was more right than everything else. Because like in reality, he like already recognized, oh, like the US is already messing everything up for other countries, like, and no one's doing anything to them.
Yeah, crazy. Good twist. Okay, my last question for you is, at the end of the movie, they end up shooting the missile to destroy the nuclear missile.
Yeah, the nuclear
missile. My question is, do you really think he would have survived that?
Hell freaking no! If you bomb a freaking nuclear missile, first of all, it's gonna be way bigger than that.
Yeah.
A missile from the drone, plus a missile that has like radiation and like, it's supposed to like wipe out big cities. Yeah. Unrealistic.
First of all, from that time, you had time to run up how many flights of stairs?
What is your mile?
Run far enough to wait to not die from even if it was just one little explosion. That's still
a big explosion.
A big explosion for you to be driving and still walking.
So, now that we've done all our questions, what would you rate Outside the Wire?
I would rate this movie a 5.
A 5? Oh, I'm so happy you like it, because you don't like action.
I don't. And even I was like less than jazzed when I turned it on. I was like,
freaking Billie.
She's making me watch another military movie. Great. I actually really liked all the action scenes were really nice. All the shooting and stuff was exciting. I was like on the edge of my seat so many times. And like, what's gonna happen? Yeah. And then that twist is what made the movie for me. The twist was well pulled off. And the acting was good, I thought. Yeah, there were a few corny parts, but overall, I really, really enjoyed it.
This is gonna surprise you. I actually rated this a 4. I didn't want to do a 5 because I found like a lot of stuff didn't make sense, like military-wise. Yeah. I wouldn't watch this again.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like, this was like, okay, there's too many things that didn't make sense. In my mind. Hart's character is the only reason why I would not watch it again. I just think like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
especially if you're like boots on the ground, like it's a like fight or flight moment. It's very disappointing.
That's true.
So yeah, 4.
Nice. Wow, I liked it more than you. That is
I know.
impressive. Cool.
Yay!
Sweet.
Sweet. Thanks so much for watching. If you had not watched Outside the Wire, make sure to go check it out.
Yes, and go to the store and find some of these Andean Dream quinoa products. Quinoa cookies, coconut flavor. Mouthful, but I did it. One take wonder.
One cookie wonder.
One cookie wonder. Okay, cool.
Bye.
Bye.